Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Near Disney. It's the Wednesday show here at January 8th, where we, the Dream Team, come together in our uh, respective Brady Bunch squares as market experts to bring you the best of everything that's happening within a 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle. All right. I hope everyone's already got the new year off to the right foot. It's all mental. It's just about taking it as an opportunity to reframe your thinking, but it's not like anything, like the U2 song says, nothing changes on New Year's Day necessarily, but we can choose to change our mentality and make this our year. You may know that Kim Hawk, the fairy godmother real estate, is also big into music. She used to be like a backup singer for Amy Grant and did some really cool stuff in the music industry before she got super into real estate as her main focus. And she actually like recorded a song that was about making 2025 the golden year of your life, so that was really cool. So we hope that everyone else is joining us in that mentality, whether or not real estate is going to be on the list of things to buy or sell this year. But we just want everyone to stay in that zone and stay in the joy. And with that, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Elijah with Florida in Motion Realty. They call me the Prince of Real Estate on this show. And I'll throw it over to the square next to me.
Hi, I'm Sue Koptiev. I am also with Florida in Motion Realty, and they call me Aurora because that is Sleeping Beauty.
That's right. And she will not rest until she gets you a new house and gets your house sold. And then down below,
We love Sue. And I'm Tanya, also with Florida in Motion Realty, known as the Latin Princess because I speak Spanish.
that's right. I mean, we got a lot of people, even Celebration, who are Spanish speakers. And Tanya is a great person if that's just the easiest way for you to communicate, negotiate, do business. So we've got some cool stuff we want to highlight for stories about what's happening around Disney and in the real estate market, because we keep a focus here on Central Florida. But we'll just say real quick first, when it comes to a more national scale, our hearts and our prayers go out to anyone in California right now, because I know that there's some people who watch the show from there. So just let us know if you're all well there, or and just know that we're thinking about you and we care. I believe, plenty of us have family there ourselves. So absolutely, if you're Southern California. So let's just bring it over to Disney. Disney World here. Sue, which just one real quick, want to say thank you to Lazy Wolf for tuning in and saying hello. Absolutely. And Kim Hawks checking in the comments saying sending love from St. Thomas. So appreciate you guys tuning in. And if anyone else watching wants to tune in, just say hello or ask us a question. Doesn't have to be on topic. Don't feel like you're interrupting. We're just all things real estate, all things Central Florida and Disney here. So we just love that audience engagement. And with that being said, what's happening near Disney, Sue? What's happening in Disney itself?
Well, in Epcot, which is one of my favorite parks, actually, possibly my
Oh, yes.
favorite. And they do so many interesting and fun things. But coming up sooner than you actually think, on March 12th, or excuse me, I have the wrong date, March 5th to June 2nd of this year is the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival. And we have a couple of really cool pictures of what the some of the displays are going to look like. They're so fun and so vibrant. And even if you're not like a big gardening person, it's just great to go and walk through everything they have there. It's just beautiful. But I know maybe somebody's out there saying March 5th. Well, that's a really long time away. It's actually really not, because you know how time flies and we're into this new year and it's so exciting and time's going to fly by really quick. But this is also their 30th anniversary. So that is the big deal this year. So 2025 marks 30 years with the International Flower and Garden Festival. And
Wow.
so that is pretty cool. Yeah. So there's going to be roses for you to smell, and orchids and geraniums. And there will be lots of fun food. I don't have a list of that yet. But Elijah is got a list of the concerts that are going to be there during that time period. And some of these are very interesting to me. I am a big Air Supply fan.
Oh wow.
And Herman's
50th
Herman's Hermits.
anniversary I'm seeing next to that. So
Yes, that's exactly right. And
golden oldies, we call them.
for everybody out there, Elijah, there is not a song out there that Elijah does not know who wrote it, who sang it, and he knows all the lyrics. So if you
Oh,
ever want to throw us off, try to throw us off in the comments, ask him a trivia question about a song, because I can
oh
almost
wow.
guarantee you he will know.
Okay.
But anyway,
You
so
put me you
that
put
is
me on the spot.
that
So
is
yeah.
what is going on at Epcot coming beginning March 5th. And March 5th to June 2nd, that's not a huge window. So if you're planning a visit, get your reservations made, plan to be there. And I meant to start by saying, before we led into that, I meant to remind everybody, Valentine's Day is coming up really quick. And if you're going to be
Yes.
here around that time and you want reservations for dinner somewhere, a lot of that stuff is already booked up, but you can certainly jump in and try. Disney is a very popular place for people to be here during, Valentine's Day, any of those holidays. So it can be, it's for kids, but it's also very romantic for adults.
I like that
And
you bring that up. Next, a week from now would be closer to January 14th, so a month ahead, and we'll
mhm.
try to actually make a note to give some more recommendations on what you might still have a chance to book or check out. Because you're right, the sooner the better when it comes to don't be that person at Publix the morning of February 5th trying to buy the last roses they have left, and trying to make some calls to get a reservation someplace, So I appreciate you giving us that reminder for those who are in love.
Of course.
So okay, very good. So yeah, I'm checking out some of these concerts. Yeah, in March, Rick Springfield, Herman Hermits, 38 Special, the people from the band Boston. So yeah, there's some good stuff. But I also wanted to highlight, as you mentioned, my interest in music. It's not just Disney who's bringing the jams, but Universal as well. They just released their Mardi Gras lineup for 2025 as well. That's going to be happening February through March, so you can get a little bit more of a head start on this. February 1st, they've got a cool, very diverse lineup for T-Pain, Joe Jonas from the
Jonas
Jonas Brothers,
Brothers. Hmm.
Cool and the Gang. Juanes, I don't know that one. So there you go. You stumped me.
Oh,
You tried to stump me and you stumped me. Scotty McCreery, Foster the People, and all of everything from All Time Low to
ooh,
DJ
TLC.
Pauly D at TLC. So yeah, lots of
Yeah.
cool stuff. Just pick a favorite if you happen to be in the area. And then the Mardi Gras, just tons of fun. You can see good display of laser lights and pyrotechnics here at Universal Studios. So if you're going to be in the area, you wanna jam out. That's a potentially good one. So moving out away from just the attractions and maybe going back more toward a real estate focus itself, I think you found this article, Tanya, about just what it's going to take to get into that mindset for real estate in the new year.
Yes, thank you, Elijah. Well, we all know that buying your first home is one of the life's biggest milestones. But let's be honest, it's also a little nerve-wracking and you need to be prepared. This
Yes.
article highlights a few tips for that. They say that the key to making this process smoother is to have a plan and creating a written list of your top 10 must-haves is recommended. So let's start asking ourselves, what are the non-negotiables for you? Maybe it's a spacious kitchen, maybe it's a yard for the kids so they can play, or maybe you want a condo with a very nice view. That's another option. Your list can help you keep focused, and even as you're tempted to buy properties that might look great, but maybe they don't meet your true needs. That's why it's so important for you to work with a trusted realtor or a trusted agent who can help you find exactly what you're looking for. When we talk about location, instead of limiting yourself to a specific town or community, maybe you can focus on the characteristics you want, like a good school district or walkability or access to major highways. You might be surprised at what you can find. Expanding your search just a little could lead you to a hidden gem, only a short drive away. And another crucial tip is to not settle too soon. The home buying journey can feel exhausting, and it's tempting to pick the first property that sort of works. But remember, it's not just a house, it's a future home. And taking the time to find a place that truly fits your needs is very important. Another thing would be inspections. A professional home inspector needs to be part of your team because they will help you spot those red flags that pop up during the home buying process. A cracked foundation or a falling roof could be disastrous. So don't be afraid to walk away if you find any of this. And of
Right.
course, if you have an agent, we would help you navigate those challenges. But always remember that the extra time spent finding the right home will save you years of headaches down the line.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, we are on your side. It's going to take whatever time it takes to find that glass slipper fit, like we say here on Near Disney. And I saw someone saying that, oh, like, or they were worried about like a realtor suggesting an inspector that was just going to be buddy buddy with them and try to just get the deal done rather than find everything. And we do everything in our power to do all that in good faith with you, so we send like multiple options to you and just want to we had someone that the inspection report just wasn't very flattering. We had to pull out of that one and found the next one that was even
Mhm.
better. So yeah, we are just on your team and just here to do what it takes so that you can be happily ever after, because we want to keep in touch and keep getting to know you on a friendly, positive basis well after the keys are handed over
Yeah.
to the kingdom. And with that, I think that just kind of leads into mapping out the move to Florida as well. That in this other article from Florida Realtor .org.
Yes, a very shocking statistic is that Florida gained more than 125,000 households from other states during the year of 2022. And
Wow.
that's more than double the net influx of any other state, making
Mhm.
Florida a clear leader in attracting new residents. But it's just not about the numbers, it's about who's coming in and why. And we can start with the biggest contributor, which is New York. Over 51,000 households moved from New York to Florida last year, bringing an average adjusted gross income of nearly $183,000. In
Wow.
fact, Florida netted more households from New York than any other state, about 33,000 households in total. And it's not just New Yorkers, it's also people from Georgia, California, New Jersey. They are high up the list. And interestingly, while Georgia spent over 24,000 households, sent over those households to Florida. Even Floridians, nearly 27,000 headed to Georgia. So Georgia is now the top destination for Floridians leaving the Sunshine State, which I thought was very interesting.
Yeah, this
Um,
list is speaking to me because people are coming to mind who I've dealt with recently. Like, yup, we just worked
Mhm.
with someone from California. Just got to know someone from Georgia, from California, from New Jersey. Just got some lovely people from Texas situated in Celebration, Florida, as well. So I'm just yeah, this is really speaking to my own experiences.
yes, very, very interesting. Illinois households moving to Florida brought the highest level average income which was over
Okay.
231,000. And that's a significant boost to Florida's economy.
Mhm.
Um, we seem to be a magnet for wealth. So uh, it's also a destination of choice for retirees, families, and professionals looking for a fresh start or better opportunities. And
Mhm.
why is Florida so popular, you may ask? It's not just the weather or lack of state income tax. Florida also offers a lifestyle that's hard to beat. I mean, if you live here, you understand. Vibrant communities becoming a very booming job markets. We have countless recreational options, cities like Miami, Tampa, Orlando, which is where we are located. And it's just there's something for everyone. So of course the influx of new residents has its challenges, from rising home prices to increased demand for services, but it also brings economic momentum and new opportunities for growth.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's a
Yes, that's very true. I just want to say one shout out thank you to Anna for commenting. Appreciate you watching as well. Everyone who watches says hello. We value your viewership so incredibly.
Mhm.
So thank you, Tanya. We'll take this beyond just theoretical when it comes to moving to Florida, and also just have Sue share the chance to share some of what's actually available in this lifestyle. And if you want to just tell us a little bit about this listing that you have in the Reunion area, kind of like a gated resort community that's really near to Disney as well. I'll just kind of run the video of your lovely listing while you get a chance to share about it.
All right, thanks. Yeah, I appreciate that. I have a listing in Reunion. It's a condominium. It is a 3 bedroom, 3 bath condominium. Each bedroom has an ensuite and has never been in a rental pool. Oh, that's not the right. How did we keep getting the wrong one?
Oh, this
Well,
is
let's
well,
see. That's the old one.
oh,
That one
okay.
is sold.
Oh,
So,
well, hey, that's
but
a perfectly
anyway.
good example
It
of
is,
one.
and they look very similar. There's very little difference. It's about 100 square feet difference between that one and the one that I have on the market. But it does have some new flooring in it, and it is, like I said, never been in a rental pool. And I would just love the chance for you to get to take a peek at it. It's listed right now at 307,000, which is kind of a steal right now. There are not too many of those available, those units. And it's right smack dab in the middle. It's kind of almost in the middle of Reunion. There are lots of pools available. There's restaurants. It is 12 to 15 minutes from, I would say, like 12 to 15 minutes from Walt Disney World. And again, all of the parks that surround that. So it's very close. Very convenient, and it's a great place to live and not just be a vacation spot, but you can certainly do that. You can be a snowbird there. You can rent it out. You can leave it empty when you're not there. You can live in it full time. You have a lot of choices. So there's a lot available in there. And like Elijah said, it is a gated community. There's shopping right around it, restaurants, dining, just kind of everything that you might be looking for in either a part-time or a full-time residence. So give me a call if you want to see it. It's amazing. And yeah, great
Absolutely.
opportunity.
Yeah. Appreciate you sharing. Like, yeah, Reunion is a cool area. And it's always great when you're working with a realtor who has lived in the place,
I
knows it
did.
on a street by street, floor plan by floor plan
Mhm.
basis. Absolutely. So beautiful. I think we'll just share one more highlight from what I was able to pull up, checking out this week. If anyone's interested in another part of town that is in the Central Florida area, Lake Nona just got some updates on new construction projects that are going to enhance the community as well. They got some funds to create some plans for a community and government center, 15,000 square foot building that's going to add like a local police station and several city services, as well as library system branch. That's cool. And then other stuff in the works that they're just talking about here is a Poitras Park. will build 14.2 acres of its own along Luminary Boulevard, and this will be in the works, probably planning to debut in 2026. But at least it's good to know that the areas are growing and that they're continuing to have cool stuff added to them and that they are alive. And they're also, I guess, getting a fire station as well. That's cool. We have a cool fire station right in Celebration, Florida as well. So that's props to Lake Nona for approving some extra cool stuff that'll just enhance the community for sure. And also, just while I was out and about, I was in Orlando area today. Had such a awesome dining experience at this cute little place called Light on the Sugar. And I wanted to share about it because Kim Hawk was just doing some the fairy godmother of real estate. Hi, Amy. Thank you so much for commenting. Appreciate you. We've been shouting out your scoop ice cream all month long. So congratulations on such a wonderful debut for your amazing business in Island Village, right by that elementary school. That's right there. Definitely check out Scoop Ice Cream. It's a beautiful.
Yes.
And what? Way closer to Celebration than Light on the Sugar here. But basically, if you want some like crepe cakes, they like make them out of cheesecake. They make them out of creme brulee. They do all kinds of really cool stuff. I had a great time in like the Winter Garden area, and that was just a fun one. What Kim was saying, she was running polls all week long on our social media, which we encourage you to follow, for like what is like the best burger in town, what's the best ice cream in town. That would be that would be Scoop. And then when it comes to like these baked good and pastries options, I'm going to say, you know what, for the Orlando area, I would say check out Light on the Sugar. So just throwing out the obscure dining references.
I have to ask you, so are they like literally light on the sugar? Or are there desserts just like really light? And
you're wondering if that's like an ironic title, or if that's actually part of their mission plan. So it says, we focus on creating delicious treats that are balanced and thoughtfully created. The right amount of sweetness, allowing natural flavors of our ingredients to shine through.
Nice.
So whether you want to indulge on something a bit lighter, we have a range of options that cater to different tastes. And they've got some like special, like you can get like a lavender lemonade kind of drink in there that you can try out. Something like that's not just like you order a Coke from the little fridge that they got, So you always like when they can do cute stuff like that. Matcha, ube, taro, black sesame. So
I think it needs to be checked out. I think we need to check it out. So definitely.
That would be great.
Just, I was in the Orlando area where we got food on the brain this week. We got treats. So I just thought, hey, I had a good experience. Give it a shout out for something good near Disney.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because that's the word of mouth is really important when you're trying to find somewhere to eat, especially if you don't want to go to like a chain restaurant. When John and I go somewhere, we make sure that wherever we eat while we are gone is not somewhere that we can eat when we're at home. That's just kind of a rule that we started following quite a few years ago. And it's actually worked out really well. We have found some really, really interesting things. And Orlando certainly has a lot of interesting things.
Oh yes, incredible. I mean, we could talk about it all day, and in fact, we will talk about it more next week when we highlight our recommendations for Valentine's Day reservations and date night stuff. In fact, we might pull up that Orlando date night website and see what they got to say about it, because they always have some really good suggestions. So yeah, it's never too early to start planning V-Day. And with that, if you enjoyed hanging out, if you enjoyed our content, our coverage, please hit the like button. Please subscribe so we can continue to bring this content to you weekly, multi-weekly. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And if you have anything else about Central Florida you'd like to know about, whether it's a community or a town or anything specific in an area, let us know, because we have gone out and made videos just based on requests in the comments that were really good. So that's how much we appreciate your engagement. But also just feel free to go into the search box on YouTube, type in near Disney and like the name of an area or a new construction or a town. See if we haven't already covered it. We've gone out and done extensive videos on all things Central Florida. We want to keep doing it into 2025. That's our main resolution. And with that, just want to say thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. So bye, everyone.
Bye. Good night.
Okay.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's Castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.